go!
Dream Team Tonic, and it's live.
Hello and welcome to the Dream Team Tonic podcast, Gameweek 25 preview. It's just the two of us tonight, Ben. How you doing?
It is indeed. All right, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Everything's good apart from the scores. FA Cup. FA Cup game week, one to take punts. It just don't quite happen for me. So yeah, we're going to just dodge the teams this week, I think. Is that fair? Shout out to some of the guys in the chat. We are live with our Patreon members and YouTube channel members. If you do want to get access to the live streams or early access to the pods, you can hit the join button if you're watching this on YouTube, or head over to patreon.com/Dream Team Tonic, supporting the channel. Peace Handywell is in the chat. Mez is in the chat. Robert's in the chat. Robert, different Robert or Robert off a different account? He's been waiting so long. No, different Robert. Rob Woodcock, Robert L, Neil White, Stephen Whale, Miss Noopy, Carp in Life, Joe Cook, Ian Does Gigs, Nathan Wisby, who, tell you what, if there was one man who you asked to punt to save your life, it's that guy there. Somerville coming in again.
Martinelli captain, man, it as well.
Martinelli captain. It's his year. Come on, Wisby. Right. Drop a like on the video if you haven't already. We're going to quickly tell a story of two terrible Game Week 24 teams. Tony's not here. Dropped out. We'll skip his one. Ben? What's he got on? What's he got on this summer? We can roast his team now he's not here. We can't roast his team because he's beat us. 20 points for Tony. Triple Arsenal defence still to play. Hall with 4. Semenyo with 1. Morgan Gibbs White still to play. He's got the Shirky captaincy. 12 points with an assist there in a thrilling match against Salford. Still got Ismail Assar to play. Pedro did not play. Haaland did not play. And Marmouche. Absolute rubbish. How's yours looking?
I'm 17 going under. Terrible score. But yeah, to be honest, I didn't go for any punts because I had a Phil Foden in my team already, and I was thinking I want to move him on next week. I didn't want to bring another Man City player in. I've already got four attackers.
Full house.
I know. Yeah. Well, Doku got injured in here. I had Doku as well at one point. So I had Foden there. I didn't want to bring in Marmouche as well, so I just left that. And I decided to look longer term and bring in some Arsenal. And I brought in Gordon for my captaincy. Obviously, Gordon didn't start the game, but it looks like he should start midweek now against Karabag. So, yeah, he's my captain. He's on 2 points. I brought Timber in and Raya in for longer term, and they should get midweek as well against Wolves. So it's not too bad so far. Vicario went out, who blanked. Nunes, I had a feeling he'd be benched, and he's blanked. And Cash was injured. I think I've had an injury the last 3 or 4 weeks now. I've had to take somebody out. Cash was probably going to go anyway.
You're going to at least be up on your transfers this week.
Oh, yeah. With the players I brought in.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I'm up 2 points.
None of you guys are going to play, are they? So
no.
You took out.
Yeah. Can't lose. So Hull got me 4 points. Cherky 6, Foden 3, Semenyo, Fernandez 1 point each so far. Pedro, Haaland, blanked. Gabriel, Timber, and Raya to blanked, but they're playing midweek. So 4 to play. 5 to play with Hull and Gordon as my captain.
Do you think Gordon Cap is gonna outscore Shirky Cap with a 6?
Yeah, I think he still will.
That's on the other popular ones, wasn't it? Or Marmouche as well, but he's obviously not going to do it.
Touch.
Let's go. For mine, the same points as you. Different team, same points. 17 points for me. Another one shocking. Feels like you've either had a terrible week or a banging week, it looks like. Like looking at the other leagues, there's some really, really good ones if you went quite heavy on Arsenal. City obviously disappointed, but if you had Liverpool in your team as well, probably done pretty well this week, unless it was Ekatike who was in mine. So I had a shocker with my first move. Obviously, in hindsight, it looks really bad, but I don't think it was a terrible decision. I took out Robert Sanchez and replaced him with David Raya. Now, I probably didn't have to do this move, and I probably wouldn't have done it if I'd had 2 transfers, but I had the third transfer rolled over, and I wasn't entirely sure that that was going to start Sanchez against Hull. Now, Jorgensen was injured for the last couple, but then there was a few articles out talking up the Sharmanator, who was the youth academy sort of goalkeeper who's been on the bench the last few games, and I got a little bit, I don't know, worried that so many people have got triple Arsenal defence, and I only had the 2, and when I've been getting Arsenal clean sheets, I think going down in rank with just 2. So I decided to go for Raya against Wolves. And of course, Sanchez got more points yesterday against Hull than he has me holding him for the likes of West Ham, Leeds and Wolves all combined. So a bit annoying there, but I'm happy to have Raya for the longer term, I think.
Price changes was something as well, wasn't it? But if Sanchez going down, Raya going up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Raya only went up 0.1 in the end, but I think Sanchez was going to go down 0.2 as well. And I knew that if I kept Sanchez for Hull, next it's Burnley.
Yeah.
And while obviously you think to keep him, you got to keep him for Burnley. I've been telling myself that for the last 3 really good fixtures. You just keep hanging on while everyone else is getting Raya clean sheets, Donnarumma clean sheets. So. Yeah, he's gone. No looking back on that one. Timber, Gabriel still to play. Hall with 4. He got conned a little bit in that Villa game. I feel like some dodgy decisions in that one. Semenyo with 1. Shirky with 6. I gave him the vice cap. And Declan Rice, I didn't get any minutes. I thought there was a good chance that he could actually get some sort of minutes in that game, but it was kind of a bit of a strange lineup all around the last minute changes, really. Skelly looked like he was going to play midfield, then Calafiori got injured. Saka ended up playing in midfield, which we can probably talk about in a bit. But Rice, nothing. Didn't even get out of his coat, didn't even do a warm-up. Gordon, 2 points for the armband. Again, still a bit of hope for the Carabao match, especially as he was benched for the first one. Haaland did not play. Did you kind of expect it? But after the last Exeter one, you're kind of like, do I want to take that chance?
That's the thing, isn't it? You take him out and then he plays. Even 45 minutes, he could have got something. Regarding Saka, so you watched the Arsenal game, did you?
Yeah.
What did you think he did in the 45 minutes in midfield? How did you think he done?
Oh, I thought it was exciting. I thought it was really exciting.
Think he can do that? Think he could do it in the future in the Premier League?
Yeah, the way Arteta talked about it as well, he seemed pretty excited with how it went. Someone did remind me on another podcast that apparently towards the end when we were chasing against PSG in the Champions League, he kind of did it with Nwaneri off the right wing and Saka there. But I think he might try it, especially as we're quite light in those positions. And it'd be interesting if he does it against Wolves, maybe if Ødegaard's out. But yeah, we'll wait and see. But looked quite good for bonus there.
Yeah, I think he got like 97 pass completion rate, didn't he? 3 bonus points in 45 minutes.
Linked up really nice with Madueke as well. So yeah, could be an interesting one for later on. But yeah, I think it's a wait and see still. Haaland, nothing. Again, I'm going to be in a predicament now because I bought in Marmoush. So yeah, my goalkeeper change I've talked about. I bought in Marmoush this week and I bought in Gordon this week so I could cap him. I didn't have the bottle to cap Marmoush. He's let me down against Orient last season. He's let me down against Salford this season. But last season, that's when I took him out. I took him out after the Orient blank. And his next game was Newcastle. And he went and scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
And his next game now is Newcastle as well. So what do?
He just scored against Newcastle as well, didn't he, recently?
Well, he scored against Salford as well, but they disallowed that one even though it was onside.
Yeah.
Cursed, man.
Yeah, he got 17 points in the second leg against he got 2 goals in the semi-final. We've got to play Newcastle again twice in the next few weeks as well. Another 2 times. Gameweek 25 and Gameweek 27 in the FA Cup.
Favourite team. Got to keep him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, him and Marmoush and Gordon came in for Enzo Fernandez and Bruno Fernandez. So obviously Bruno had to go. Enzo owners will be a little bit annoyed because he was on the bench, came on for a bit and got the 1-pointer. But they said the intention was to do Caicedo 45 and Enzo 45, but then they ended up keeping Caicedo on a little bit longer. So would have been a bit pissed at that one. But Ekatike I decided to keep instead of Enzo just because the longer term fixtures look quite nice for Liverpool, even though Enzo's got Burnley. But yeah. And Ekatike is another one of these ones, isn't it? Blanks a couple, mega hauls. You sold him a little while ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I sold him a few weeks ago, and then I think he scored a brace against Newcastle, didn't he?
They're the go-to teams to target now. Right, we'll move on to some topics and some questions. We're going to do it a little bit different to usual. But first off, wanted to tell you about Dream Team Tonic Meetup 2026. We will be doing our annual meetup in June, the 13th of June. Some of you said, but there's no football in June. Wrong, there is. We've got World Cup. So we'll have our meetup. Last time we met up nice and early. Weatherspoon's breakfast, couple of beers if you fancy it. On to a bit of an icebreaker at Flight Club. Quite nice, isn't it? Throw a few darts, have a few drinks, gets a bit competitive there. And then we'll be on to see our mate Jim Daly perform live at the Comedy Club. So it's in Liverpool. And we'll be at the Comedy Club there. We'll go and watch our mate Jim Daly perform. Roast us from the front row. And then, yeah, we'll see where the night takes us. And we'll be finishing up probably around, we might just be getting started around 11 o'clock watching, was it Morocco, Brazil?
Yeah, 11 o'clock, you say, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to see where still showing the football at 11 o'clock and, see where the night takes us. But should be good. Anyone can join us, not just our members, anyone that's listening to this pod, drop us a message if you want more details. You can message us in the comments. You can message us on X. So, yeah, do drop us a message if you're interested. Have I remembered everything there?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet. Fixtures. It's been a busy day. You've been updating your fixture ticker for the patrons.
Yeah, I can see the international break is creeping up on us after Gameweek 29. So obviously we had the FA Cup draw today. That's in Gameweek 27. with a double game week with the first legs of the round of 16. But yeah, we'll go to Gameweek 25, which is the next game week. Saturday deadline, Man City versus Newcastle, 11 o'clock. We have 3 teams with a double, and it's the second leg of the European playoffs for the qualifying for the round of 16. We got Newcastle, we've got Man City away, Karabag at home. Forest have Liverpool at home and Fenerbahce at home, and Palace have Wolves at home and Shrinsky at home. Obviously, we haven't had the first legs yet, so we don't know how strong they're going to go yet until they play midweek, how they get on, if they do well, if they're still chasing to get through. So we'll know a bit more by the deadline stream on Saturday, who to target. But yeah, definitely got my eyes on like Newcastle, Palace players. I'm not too keen on the Forest players at the moment, especially with is it new manager coming in, Vitor Pereira?
Pereira, fourth for the season.
Yeah. So
yeah, I noticed you didn't go early. I noticed you didn't go early on Palace. I think the same sort of reason as me. I was quite interested in going Munoz potentially, but then I think maybe the recency bias of the Burnley shipping 3 goals kind of put me off, and the price drop. Whereas I probably would have been interested in having him, so I'd be interested to see how they do there. But I wanted to see a bit more Strand Larsen, although I know a few went early, and then Sar's probably going to look quite good.
Yeah, if it was a home game, I'd probably be more interested. But for Gameweek 24 just this week, but obviously them being away, I wanted to see how they get on, and then next week will be a double home leg. 2 home games for Palace, so it looks more interesting for that. Yeah, so you got Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal. So yeah, Liverpool got Forest away, Man City got Newcastle at home, Arsenal got Tottenham away, Chelsea have Burnley at home, Villa have Leeds at home, Man United I think are probably back on the cards now for a little while, Everton away, West Ham, Bournemouth at home, maybe could have a look there, but I don't know, not for me.
Feels like weighing it up, isn't it? Whether it's worth chasing these doubles of Newcastle, Forest, Palace, who are like teams that we don't love, or they're not perfect doubles apart from Palace.
Yeah.
Or do we build on Liverpool, who maybe after the Forest game, I think Forest away is never easy. I don't think that's a particularly easy fixture, whether they're on their 4th manager or not. So I don't think that looks the best. But after that, the fixtures look really good. And then City, like Newcastle fixture on paper doesn't look great, but if it's a Newcastle without Bruno Guimaraes and maybe a few other distractions. So
yeah, but like so we go into a full double game week in Gameweek 26, which is probably going to be popular for the goal boosters if anyone's still got them. So you want to be looking at 25 and 26 as a pair, I think, and just assessing if you want to go for a 4 game week player. 4 games in 2 game weeks player, or a 3 games in 2 game weeks. If when you're pairing them along like that, you're looking at Liverpool's got a nice run, Forest away, West Ham at home, Wolves away, and then it goes on. Done it until like Wolves in a FA. So we haven't even talked about the FA Cup draw yet, but they've got Wolves away in the FA Cup straight away after they've just played Wolves in the league on the Wednesday. So yeah, Man City's decent. After Newcastle's Leeds away, Forest at home, Newcastle away again in the cup. Arsenal, so they have Tottenham, Chelsea at home, Brighton away, Mansfield away in the cup. going to be rotation again, surely, because they've got the Champions League first leg midweek in 27. Newcastle, after the Man City and the Carabao, they've got Everton and Man U at home. But obviously they've got Man City at home and possible first leg of the Champions League last 16. Chelsea, nice fixture this week with Burnley at home, but then it's Arsenal away and Villa away, and then they travel to Wrexham
and they're not
for the Hollywood fixture.
They're not going to play a full strength team against Wrexham when they've got Champions League straight after in midweek.
Yeah, Palmer getting rested for that game, but you've probably still got to get Palmer in the Champions League game that week. So,
and then a Newcastle Champions League double, maybe.
Yeah. I could see Palmer playing the next 3, resting for Wrexham, and then playing again the next few games after that. So he probably missed one game.
What do you think of Palmer then? Like we talked about doubles this week, or just Chelsea players in general. Like, would you target that Burnley game, or are you thinking? Because kind of like, do you target Burnley, you then get off of it? For Arsenal away, Villa away, I'd feel like. Or do you just don't bother? You've already got Pedro, haven't you?
Yeah, I got Pedro and Enzo. I kept him in for the Burnley fixture, but yeah, I am tempted to bring Palmer in. But the only problem is then next week I'll have 3 Chelsea, but Arsenal and Villa away. And Villa are decent at home, aren't they, against the top sides? One to think about. Tottenham have Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home, and then they're out of the cup, so they go straight into the European fixtures midweek and game week 27. Said Forest, Palace. Go on.
A bit dodgy with Palace if you stock up too. I mean, I can't imagine they're not going to beat Zrinski across 2 legs, but could be a little bit dodgy if you do stock up quite heavy on them, and then if they go out, you've got your game week 26 transfers to get rid of them. Otherwise, it could be a blank in 27.
Yeah,
and then only 1 fixture in the whole of March, possibly.
Yeah, 1 fixture. Yeah, because they're supposed to play game week 29, weren't they, against Man City? But there's not. To my knowledge, there's nowhere to fit it in game week 29. So they're going to have to move it to game week 30, possibly, if Man City don't make the FA Cup quarterfinals or the knockout stages in Europe. But there is a free midweek in game week 32 and game week 35, so it could be could be put in there. So yeah, that's one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I was looking at FPL.team, who put Planet FPL's projections in there, and currently that City Palace game's been projected to move. What game week it is? It's when it's the FA Cup week.
Game 30.
Yeah, but then it doesn't. But then if City make the FA Cup final, it can't go there. And then if either of them keep progressing in Europe, it makes it even harder. So I think they're going to just wait and see, aren't they? What happens?
Yeah, I think
game week 27.
Yeah, I think it's going to be game week 32 or 35 because there's no fixtures midweek them weeks, so there's gaps for extra games there.
That forward answers one of Legends' questions later on in the pod, so we've covered it early.
What about the hop? Just a quick. What about the hop on of Man U, Everton away, Palace at home, and Newcastle away? But then they blank in 27. Fancy Bruno Fernandes?
No, because I think I'd rather go Palmer, Szoboszlai, for example. I think better
safe in case something happens. You've got fixtures.
Well, and that, I mean, Burnley home for Palmer is better than Bruno away Everton, I'd say. And then I think I'd still just move it on. I think Crystal Palace at home, Newcastle away, still not the best double. I think there's better doubles there from City and Liverpool. So, yeah, I think I've had my fun with Bruno now.
Yeah. And just quickly, the rest of the FA Cup draw was West Ham. West Ham are at home to Macclesfield or Brentford. Fulham are at home to Southampton. Wolves, we've just said, haven't we? They've got Liverpool at home. Leeds have Norwich at home, and Sunderland go to Port Vale or Bristol City.
Do you think, just while we're on the cup, and that's a little way away yet, obviously if you're a team that's in Europe, and you're playing an FA Cup 5th round tie, you'd imagine there'll be more rotation than what there was. So, for example, I know Liverpool went relatively strong for the last round.
Yeah,
it's been a single. Do you think if that Wolves game away is paired with I can't remember, we were just talking about this, the seedings, I can't remember what the seedings are for Liverpool, but just say it's a harder game. Do you think they'll go quite heavy rotation for Wolves, or you think they just go pretty strong again?
I'd say they'll rotate, but because they want to progress more in the Champions League, won't they? There's more money in it for them.
But the guys that have got just a single, so let's say, did someone in the chat say Brentford are 1-0 up? Say Brentford go through.
Yeah.
Could that be like could that be an Igor or Thiago game, or some of the ones that have got a single that week? Could it be more full strength this time? Possibly.
Yeah. If Brentford go through, then they'll have West Ham away, Wolves at home, and Leeds away. 3 singles in a row.
Interesting. We'll have to see how that pans out then. Right, let's go on to. Oh yeah, we're going to do questions. We decided that captaincy should just always be in there. We shouldn't be waiting for you guys to ask best captain picks, Wisby. We'll put them in there always and have the debate on captaincy. So we'll kick it off with that. I think that's always the big question. What are you leaning towards at the minute? Who do you think the contenders are? I've put Cole Palmer, Ismaila Sarr, and Gordon just on the screen, just as they're just something that jumped out to me. But what are you thinking at the moment?
If Palace were in form, I'd be like, yeah, Palace all day. Got Wolves at home and Shinsky at home. I still think they've got high volume players though that can do bits this game that come in. Obviously you got Sarr there. Looks like he's on penalties now. You got Strand Larsen, who scored two goals in his home debut.
Strand Larsen, whoa! Strand Larsen, whoa!
Yeah, Strand Larsen, he could be a decent differential. Was he 1.8, 2.1 now? Cheap. And then you got Munoz, who's back in the team now, who can get attacking returns. Basically a midfielder that gets clean sheet points. So I think they're top of the list at the moment for me. Obviously Palmer with a plum Burnley at home is really interesting. But yeah, with Arsenal and Villa next week, I'm not sure. I mean, if you're going to bring him in and captain him, it'd probably be worth it.
Yeah, I still can't help but eye up the two. Like even if it doesn't go well, like the Gordon cap right now, at least you feel like there's a little bit more hope. The week is a little bit longer for you than because I could have gone Marmouche, I think, and yeah, you're just staring at it for the rest of the week. I'm currently liking Munoz, but I will obviously wait and see what happens in midweek. But I just think you feel quite confident they could get an attacking return, but I feel like the odds of a clean sheet have got to be pretty good in that week as well. There's weeks where he's had like 13 pointers, 15 pointers in a single game when he's had a return and a clean sheet. So yeah, 2 matches of that. I quite like the idea of it, but we'll see how it gets on because he's been a bit quiet since he's come back.
Yeah. Newcastle players don't really like the Man City away fixture, but the Carabao at home could be a good one, especially how Newcastle on a European night they get behind the team, don't they? So it could be a few goals in that game, especially if they don't get many goals away from home. Carabao, they drew with Chelsea, didn't they, in the group stages? But Liverpool beat them 6-0, was it?
Yeah, it's 2-2 against Chelsea. But Chelsea did rotate a little bit, I think. But yeah, Liverpool smashed them, didn't they, in that home game? Yeah, I feel like the midweek's gonna influence Gordon as well, isn't it? Like if we end up getting a mega score out of Gordon, could you be tempted by it or?
Don't know. Horrible getting a 1 point this weekend. Told you Gordon doesn't do weekends. Doesn't work weekends. And does midweek like normal people.
Monday to Friday. Any love for Ismail Assar?
Yeah, I like that one. Definitely a good one, especially with some pens now, and he gets right in the box on the all the time. He has loads of shots. I've had him at some point in the season. I know he did really well for me before he went to
the Liverpool haul, the one in the cup. Was it Liverpool in the cup?
I'm not sure. I definitely had him in some format. I think I had him in Telegraph. I definitely had him. Can't remember.
Right. Let us know in the chat, people, who your armband's currently on. I keep flipping between Sar and Munoz, but I'll definitely be swayed by the midweek fixtures, I think. Different. Go on.
I was going to say, I don't mind a couple of differential captains. You got Rodgers, Leeds at home, and Bruno Fernandes, Everton away.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in Rodgers as a transfer in, actually, because if we go back to the ticker, he's got Leeds at home, and then I know it's kind of a half good double. He's got Wolves away in the first fixture, but he is one of these players who just every time there's a goal for Villa, you just constantly think he's going to be the one that pops up on your FOTMob app or whatever you've got. So is that Joe in the chat says RIP Mushy, and then it's done the cap. Is that a farewell captaincy to Marmoush, or is he going to go? Is it time to go for Marmoush? Right, differential of the week. Well, we're a man down. We've got Tony's nominee in here. Morgan Gibbs White was his differential. What was the percentage? I know mine's not going to hit, but what was that percentage we said qualified you for a differential?
Below 10%.
Below 10. So, yeah, Tony went for Morgan Gibbs White. It was currently in his team. Obviously got the double, which does include a Liverpool fixture, which is not ideal. Obviously flying at the minute. But Fenerbahce at home. What do you think of that shout?
I don't like it. But Tony loves a punt like this. I mean, he could do well. He's been taking the penalties, and he as well for us. I don't know. Not one for me. I just can't see them doing well against Liverpool, and Fenerbahce away is going to be a tough match. Sorry, it's Fenerbahce at home, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your boy. Depends how the first leg goes.
It's tough. I don't even know, what do you do if I guess you just have to go full strength every game right now, but when you're fighting down there, European distraction's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, they're getting sucked into the bottom three, aren't they? Forest. Fenerbahce away but this week as well is going to be really tough. So they need to get a good result there, really. If they don't get a good result, they're just going to throw the second leg. You know what I mean? Because the league is more important.
You never know, though, with a new manager bounce.
No. Gone from Portugal to Australian to English back to Portugal again.
Nut job. Go on, who's your differential of the week?
Yeah, Strand Larson.
If you're Newcastle,
that's the Wolves fans singing Strand Larson. Yeah, I just think the fixtures are class, and he's going to be playing number 9 striker. Got 2 goals against Burnley. Just looks all right. So nice punt, get him in your team. If you can get anybody, if you bring him in and you're short of money, you can buy anybody else in your team because you've got him in your team. It's a decent two-week punt, I think. You can have him. This is the best week with the Wolves and Shrinsky, and then Man United away and Tottenham away.
You can go one big Norwegian to another.
What, move him on to Haaland or Haaland?
Haaland on to Strand Larson.
If Haaland's injured, I won't be taking him out any other way.
Good. We will be loaded then, won't we? No, I do like it. I know people went earlier. Connor went earlier, didn't he, on Strand Larson this week, and we'll obviously wait and see how he does. But yeah, I just wanted to see one more game. I know that he got the Burnley brace, didn't he? He's done well for Wolves in previous seasons, but just wanted another little look, because there's no harm, is it? It's not like that price is getting away from you if he does well this week.
Yeah, 16-pointer.
My differential of the week, probably no surprises. I've gone for another Forest player, but instead of Morgan Gibbs-White, I've gone for the better Nottingham Forest player in Elliot Anderson. Mr. Reliable. Starts every game. Well, actually, he hasn't started every game in Europe. He got banned for one of them, didn't he? He wasn't playing the FA Cup. But other than that, starts every game. Number 1 in the entire game still for bonus points. 52 bonus points from 32 games. Tackles, I think he's top 5 or top 6. You get averages getting the tackle point every match as well. So yeah, I'm going to chuck him in there for 2 matches. I think he even got an assist against Liverpool in the last match, because Forest done Liverpool 3-0, I think it was. So yeah, I'm sticking that Elliot Anderson in there as my differential of the week. But unfortunately, I don't think he's actually going to be my transfer in this game week.
You had to get him somehow, didn't you?
What's that?
Elliot Anderson.
I had to get him in the pod somehow. No, I do really like him on this game. If you didn't gather already, but I think earlier in the season it was kind of nice for sort of an enabling price, but I think we'll be on that now. Right, questions. So we've done that Nathan Wisby's best captain picks, but we're going to switch it to. We're going to combine a few of the questions, because Nathan's asked Rodgers, Szoboszlai, Salah, or Strand Larson. We've got a question from Dave about Cole Palmer. We've got a question from Shay about Cole Palmer as well. And then Espley's asking sort of best 5 midfielders and 2 best forwards as well. So I think we should just do sort of players to target this game week. So we start off really with like Wisby's, Rodgers, Szoboszlai, Salah, Strand Larson. We spoke about Rodgers with the Leeds fixture and Wolves fixture. You fancy that at all? Or do you think there's just kind of more tempting?
No, I like all them players. I think they're all tempting over these next few game weeks. I like Liverpool's run. Forest, West Ham, Wolves, and it goes on into at least the start of May. The fixtures are really good. Rodgers, yeah, good. Leeds, Wolves, Chelsea at home, so it's an home fixture. And then the only thing is, they haven't got an FA Cup fixture because they're out now. but they'll definitely got a European game in 27. So still good pick. So Bosley has been smashing it. Salah looks like he's back.
I don't know if I'm ready to accept it or not. Like,
Well, I mean, when I say he's back, I'll say he's back in the team. He's getting attacking returns and he's getting the odd bonus. So, yeah, he's the main man again, I think.
He's scamming a few. He's scamming a few points. Was it last week where he got the assist for Virgil van Dijk's header that looked?
Yeah,
it was then. Yeah, it was then like deflected in, wasn't it? Could have been a questionable OG, I think. And then he's gone and scammed a penalty as well. I said on my pod last week, sort of half tipped him because he's been getting mostly assists, hasn't he? For Mo Salah, I know he gets a lot of assists, but it was usually more goals. But he's been getting a lot of assists, not many goals. And I said it's only a matter of time until he gets a pen and then there's a haul coming. And he's gone down like anything. for a cup weekend where they're disallowing goals that have gone in, like they're not giving the Newcastle absolutely, well, I say robbed, they got through anyway, but for a weekend like that, for Salah to get that pen, I was kind of like, what the hell?
It was mayhem in the FA Cup this week. All the decisions going the wrong way. Like, they were all complaining about VAR, and then they don't have VAR in the FA Cup, and now they're all complaining that they should have a VAR in the FA Cup. You can't make their mind up.
Do you reckon the rest purposely did badly without it?
I don't think they purposely did badly. I just think sometimes they might have forgotten that they haven't got VAR, because they're still talking to each other, aren't they, on the walkie-talkies, or whatever you call them.
Yeah,
earpieces.
Yeah, maybe once you've had that to fall back on, you're not on the ball as much. Maybe.
Have you seen the videos of the ref cams and these?
They actually look quite good when it's that. I feel like they should actually keep that live. There must be a reason why they can't, but
they're literally talking all the way through the game, telling that their decisions, aren't they? It's like, it's really, really like, looks really, really hectic. How they have to like talk to the people, tell them what they're thinking in the VAR room.
For Szoboszlai and Salah, yeah, I know I'm downplaying Salah a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm gonna want him for 26. I think probably gonna want both of them. Do you think you'll wait till 26, but with Salah on probably a 0.3 rise this week, and Szoboszlai probably he's only going to rise 0.1, I think, not only FPL is predicting, but I think that's because he just keeps doing so well every week. Do you want to buy him for more expensive come Gameweek 26, or just get him in for Forest?
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like, it's quite exciting. I'm looking at the Palace game and thinking that's an exciting double, that, but you could get a bit carried away and putting someone and like putting Strand Larsen in, or Munoz or Sarr, or going for 2 or 3, and then the week after they've got Man U and Tottenham away. It's like, a few weeks ago you'd be like, oh, that's not too bad, but Man United's picked up, Tottenham's just sacked the manager, so they're gonna probably get a bounce. More defensive coach coming now, Igor Tudor. But then you say like Liverpool's fixtures are good, so you're going to want Szoboszlai, Salah, potentially Wirtz, Ekitike, some of them players for the fixtures coming up. So you could get ahead of the crowd and get them in now. And Forest ain't a bad fixture away.
Yeah, because if you're already getting them in, or you've already got them in, you could be looking at additional. You could be looking at a Virgil van Dijk instead, or if you haven't got Ekitike already, or if you want a Gakpo instead, or a Wirtz, you could get the extra over people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still leaning. I think maybe go like a Munoz and a Palmer, then move them straight onto Liverpool, possibly. But I have to see. Out of them lot, then out of that 4, shall we say? Now let's throw Palmer in. Rodgers, Szoboszlai, Salah, Strand Larson, Palmer.
I'm going. I want Strand Larson, but now I'm thinking that's stupid. Like, it's Strand Larson, man. Like, just because he's got 2 games, but I just want to see how they get on against Shrinsky first in this first leg midweek before I make that decision. But yeah, I think the Liverpool fixtures are best long term. So probably yes, Salah, Szoboszlai. Palmer, I like for this fixture more than anyone for like captaincy, but yeah, it's really tough. That. What do you think?
Yeah, like I say, at the moment, I'm kind of thinking Palmer plus 1 Palace, but then it would be straight back out again, which isn't. It's not ideal, is it?
Yeah.
So maybe the sweet spot is one kind of sit on the fence, 1 Liverpool, and then one of Munoz or Palmer. Maybe we'll see how Palace do. I mean, the Palace guys could get, if you got 2 price rises coming your way from Munoz Halls against Zrinski this time, and Strand Larson does really well. Could get them in on a rise, then move them on to the Liverpool guys, and budget wise, you've not missed out. But budget might not even be a problem by then if we're moving Haaland or someone out, possibly. Cole Palmer, is he a scammer or is he the real deal? I've got a game for you. Want to play a guessing game?
Go on then.
Palmer, 9 goals, 4 assists. Of his 9 goals, how many have been pens?
4?
5.
5.
5 of his 9 goals this season have been pens. Are we just getting him in, hoping for 2 pens against Burnley? Or is he actually back?
I think he's definitely up there. It's got to be up there as an option. Obviously, the fixtures in 26 don't look good on paper, but only takes Pedro to fall over, and Penalma gets a penalty. I think he's definitely worth bringing him in, even holding him through that 26.
I didn't realise this entire time I've not even been connected to my proper microphone. Does that sound better?
It sounded fine before.
Okay. Yeah. If you're me and you've got no Chelsea, does that change things? Do you feel like you have to have someone for Burnley? Because you've already got Enzo Pedro, so you obviously probably doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah, I think I'd be very tempted to bring one in, and obviously if I didn't have any, I'd be bringing Palmer in. But if you've got a good 5-man midfield already, I'd probably look to bring a striker in, Pedro. It just depends on your team.
Well, that goes nicely into Espley's question. So money, no object. Best 5 midfielders and best 2 forwards. I found this difficult. I think it's definitely up for debate. So how did we do this? Do you want to do yours first and then?
Just plug my laptop in.
Oh,
you go first, mate.
All right. Can you still hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started with the strikers, and I think Salah has got to be in there just because of how good the fixtures are starting to look. I know he said only the next 2 weeks, but I think I'm going to want him for 26. So I'm gonna say Salah for now. But then I feel like you still need Haaland or Marmoush. I feel it depends whether or not Haaland's fit. If he's not fit, I think I'd still want Marmoush. I don't think I'd want to not have the City striker. Maybe let me know what you think on the strikers first. Who would you put in your two?
Haaland and Salah, I think I'd go for. But if Haaland's injured, I'd be tempted. So you've got Marmoush already, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got Marmoush, Haaland, Ekitike. Maybe I'm just a bit frustrated, but 3 blanks in a row for Ekitike. I'm going to keep him now to 26, but I don't think I'd put him in there.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to take Marmoush out for Newcastle. Like the next game, he's been doing really well. Newcastle was it 5 goals in 2 games?
Yeah, but now I'm in a horrible scenario where I could get lucky and Haaland could play and Marmoush could play wide or like behind the striker, which has happened before. It did happen in the league, didn't it? Quite recently.
Yeah.
But I thought I was in a win-win scenario where I'm going to have Haaland and Marmoush, whichever one's available. I've got the City striker, but actually it's not kind of not win-win, is it? Because it's going to be a player short if Haaland's back, Marmoush doesn't start.
But Cherky keeps getting rested, doesn't he? Like he didn't start 3 in a row until this weekend, and he seems to get the easier fixtures. He doesn't when it's like a tough match. They go, "Oh, we'll take him out because he'll mess about him." We need someone like Bernardo Silva who'll just get stuck in and.
Yes, so let's do midfielders then, because like I've put Szoboszlai and Semenyo. I think have to be in there because, well, Szoboszlai is banging at the moment, and Semenyo you can just rely on him. It seems like he's Pep's favourite at the minute. He's going to start pretty much every game. It looks like, but now I don't know who you trust in the City mid. Obviously, any of them could haul with that 26 Leeds away, Forest at home, and even the Newcastle fixtures either side of it don't look bad now. But you could get Shirky. You could keep Shirky in your team now, and he's benched for the single against Newcastle and plays one of the double.
I reckon he gets benched again for Newcastle, plays the 2 easier fixtures in a double, and then potentially gets benched for the Newcastle FA Cup game. Doesn't seem to like playing against Newcastle. I was looking at the games before, but he's been coming off the bench and getting points against Newcastle. So yeah, if I had a clean slate, I wouldn't have Cherky in my team. But definitely agree on Szoboszlai. I had Saka in my team, but I've crossed him out and put Szoboszlai to the fixtures. Semenyo agree on because I think for the next 2 game weeks anyway, I think Semenyo's he's like up there with the goals, and he's second highest goal scorer, so he's going to be trying to bang him in, trying to catch Haaland.
Haaland's out. He could nab that golden boot.
I know. Yeah. I like Sarr for the next 2 game weeks. Ismail Sarr. And Bruno Fernandes, I think, could be a good pick for the next 2 game weeks. Everton away, Crystal Palace at home, Newcastle away. But obviously, then he blanks in 27. You have to sell him on again. Did I say Palmer? And Palmer would be my 5th.
The other names I put both Sarr and Palmer down on my list, but I didn't. I only put Szoboszlai, Semenyo, and I've left sort of 3 spaces because I just couldn't decide, to be honest. But some other names that I wrote down, Gordon may stay depending on whether he's had a good fixture, like a good result in the second fixture this week. But
yeah,
I feel like with that Karabag home fixture, I'm going to be tempted to just keep him anyway for City Karabag. And then Everton at home, Man United at home. Is it terrible? That's not bad, is it? They're always all right at home, but again, without Bruno Guimaraes, they're not great. I put Rodgers on the list because those two next fixtures of Leeds and Wolves look really good. I still think they could do all right against Chelsea. Saka's interesting. Do you know what? If Saka plays that midfield role again against Wolves, that could be tempting, possibly. I don't see it happening that often, but if we get an update on the Ødegaard injury and he seems to be out a bit longer, then that could be an interesting one. The only other person I wrote down.
I was going to say, Ez's passes in that game, the through balls are unbelievable. Like, do you think he'll get his chance in the league?
The thing is, Zubimendi and Rice will play every single game.
Yeah.
And then if Ødegaard and then it's one place. And if Ødegaard's back fit, I still think Ødegaard is going to be above him in the pecking order. But it's the Saka one that's interesting. Like if we do Saka Madueke as that sort of right side again together, then I think that could stick possibly. Which means Eze still wouldn't play. When there's no way we're doing the Saka Eze dual tens thing in the league.
He got a hat trick against Tottenham, didn't he, as well? Last time they played.
Aside from the game yesterday, that was his last lot of attacking returns that game week. The Spurs hat trick, and then there was a return against Bayern as well. Last one I put down, but the manager sacking that might affect it is just Xavi Simons. Fulham away, Crystal Palace away in the Gameweek 26 double. You can't have him for the Arsenal home single, I don't think. But could it be worth doing it for the double? He's had how many games in a row now where he's had 5 bonus points? He's 4th highest for bonus. Let's just have a look now. So 5 bonus in Gameweek 23, Newcastle. 5 bonus the game before that against Manchester United. 5 bonus the match against that before that against Man City. 5 bonus against Eintracht Frankfurt. So he's done it 4 games in a row. Okay. Maxed out bonus. He's everything we thought Kudus was going to be. But yeah, you don't do it for Arsenal, I don't think.
No.
Well, I think that's a few names there for you for Espley. Right. So we answered Ian's question, as best we could about what will happen with the Crystal Palace fixture, but the real answer is we just don't know when it will be. No one does yet. But he says, looking at the fixtures from now until May, who do you think has the best run? I didn't notice that bit when I read it the first time. The best run of Prem games. Obviously can't see Europe yet. I'm thinking Liverpool players may be worth setting and forgetting until the end of the season. Obviously, we've only got your shorter term fixture ticker on the screen, but if you want the longer term one, patreon.com/Dream Team Tonic. What are you thinking longer term for best fixtures?
Yeah, I agree about Liverpool's fixtures all the way through to the end of April, but then the last few game weeks they've got in May, they've got Man United away, possible European Cup semi-final, second leg, Chelsea at home in a single, then Villa away, which is another tough fixture, and then Brentford at home in the last game of the season. So, yeah, tough. But then you look at City's. City have a tough April with Chelsea and Arsenal. Then they go into Burnley away, Everton away, Brentford at home, Bournemouth away, Villa at home. So you could jump on City there in May. And I think is it Arsenal I was looking earlier. Arsenal, they have a really good May as well. They have Fulham at home, Obviously, possible European semi-final, second leg. West Ham away, Burnley at home, Palace away. Chelsea's fixtures were really good last month, weren't they? But after this Burnley game, they got Arsenal away, Villa away, FA Cup, Wrexham, European games with Newcastle at home. They got Man City coming up, Man United coming up. Oh, Liverpool and Tottenham in May as well. So it's tough.
I think you have just got to stay flexible though, because with Europe, with the cups, so much can change.
It's going to change,
Like Arsenal's May looks really good with Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, and Palace.
Yeah,
but like we'd already be in party mode by then. No, but you know what I mean. Anything like it could be. One team could be out the title race by that time. Arsenal and City still got to play each other. I mean, the top four looks a bit spicier, doesn't it? Like maybe top 5 now, isn't it, for Europe? The race for European places and stuff could be good. So yeah, I think you have got to stay a little bit flexible there. But looking February to sort of end of March, I think is the nice bit of planning, I think, and Liverpool and City look really good up to then.
Yeah.
We've sort of talked about Salah for Jay Baker there. I think people are considering bringing him back. We've done Cole Palmer, done Strand Larson. Whoa. DT Phillip, planning my moves, ready for Gameweek 26 and a goal booster. I can get Salah in if I swap Timber to a defender that costs 3.6 million. Who do you think's the best to bring around that price? So ahead of Gameweek 26. I didn't get time to prep for this one. Depending on how much is Williams these days. 4.4 now.
Yeah, he just keeps going up.
What enablers we got? Lacroix 3.2 if they make it through.
For 26.
If you're doing goal bonus, Van de Ven, has he got to be in there at 3.2? He's had a storming season for goals, hasn't he?
Yeah. Was it Spurs have Fulham and Palace? Yeah. Definitely a good shout for an enabler for that week, yeah.
Like if you're playing the goal bonus. Chalobah as well, 3 goals, 3 million. Although apparently they might be looking to shift him. Whether or not that's true.
Yeah. Kusanov 3.1 million, but I don't like that one really. The thing is, players are going to fluctuate in their price by the time you get 26.
Mm-hmm.
Someone always pops up, you think, oh, that's a good price.
Yeah, 3.2. Tough. Oh, no, 3.6.
Yeah. I think the two you said are decent. You got Charles 3.5, isn't he? Everton and Man U at home.
You could keep an eye on, I mean, like you said, the prices could change, but you could keep an eye on Arsenal. Hincape is 3.6. Obviously, Calafiori picked up an injury, didn't he, last game? And Arteta will do anything but play Lewis Skelly in the Prem, it seems like. So maybe not a goal scorer, but decent option.
Yeah.
Question 2. Would you take out Rodgers and Semenyo in Gameweek 26 if it meant you could have all penalty takers in your midfields and forwards? Oh, that's two dangerous players. I think Rodgers has already... Has he scored 2? I don't know if it's 2 or 3 braces. I think it might be 3 this season.
I don't. It depends who you're talking about, but like if he's on about Palmer, so he's got Arsenal away, Villa away. I think I'd keep Semenyo. He's got Leeds away, Forest at home. I think I'd rather have Semenyo for the goal boost. If it was between them two, I'd be happy to have Semenyo and Rodgers in my team for the goal boost.
Yeah, I
Even
think
though they're not penalty takers.
What
I mean,
about if you could have Igor Thiago for Burnley, Bournemouth? A pen merchant, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Penandez.
No. Yeah. I think prefer having Bruno Fernandes to Thiago, but yeah. I
wouldn't sell Rodgers. I just think I'd just keep Rodgers and Semenyo. I think that's goal scorers, aren't they? Right, let's do the mini leagues. So Dream Team Tonic Cash League. Nathan Wisby in 3rd. M Linsby, Honey Badgers in 2nd. And H Jones, the Wanderers, in 1st. What?
Did you say M Linsby?
Lindsay.
Oh, I thought you said M Linsby. Like got Wisby and Lindsay mixed up.
Tonic Members League. Go on, you go.
In 3rd place, you got A Gregory. 2nd, D Sherwood, and 1st, Wisby.
What's up next? The Second Chancer League. We've got Jay Bennett in 3rd, T Connor in 2nd, and Jay Breeze in 1st. I am the postman. Tag team. Do you want to take it?
Yeah. 3rd place, you got D Folks and T Bradburn. 2nd place, G Dully and S Williams. And 1st, A Wade and N Reeve. Not many boosters left now in that top 10.
No, what's that? 4 boosters left. Got the guys down in 8th. Oh no, that's just
2.
1 there, isn't it? That's just 1.
Yeah, 1 each. One in 5th as well.
J Jones and C Deegan got 1 left there.
Still got his goal boost in 8th.
Go on, play it.
Definitely playing it this week, isn't he?
Saving it for last week. Right. Now, I haven't got the same live access that Tony would have. So I can't do a live eviction, unfortunately. Have you got the league? Can you see it?
No, I got kicked out. Kicked out like the 3rd week or something.
But Tony has let us know who has been eliminated this week. It's one everyone's been waiting for. It's one everyone's been waiting for. It's a shame he's not here. I feel like he's missing out. I'm kicking this one out. We'll give you a clue. My lowest score out the door. We'll give you a little clue.
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Silent pal.
It's time to go!
Silent pal is out. Lowest score out the door.
Commiserations.
Unlucky, my friend. He's on for a good finish anyway, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sure we'll be reading his name out plenty of times before the end of the season. But yeah, for now. Right. We will be back on when's the deadline?
Saturday.
Saturday, 1:30 deadline. So we'll be back at 12:30 for a Dream Team deadline stream, back in full flow. So do drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the deadline stream. We'll even stop you missing the deadline. But that is all from us this evening. Cheers, Ben.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hype.
And come along to the meetup. I know it's a way away, but we're getting numbers. We're getting tickets for the comedy. There's plenty of time. So it's in June, so there's plenty of time to brush up on your darts. And yeah, come and join us. Cheers, guys. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.